Hello, all. Welcome to the Fragrant Life. I am your host, Keith. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the last minute shopper. And I'm going to give them ideas as to what to look for when you hit the rack stores if you're looking for inexpensive or cheapy fragrances. Without any more delays, let's get into the list. Now, these are not in any kind of chronological order as to bad to worst, or bad to good or good to bad, or price wise or anything like that. I just grabbed 10 fragrances that I've seen personally every time I walk into my local rack store, and I always see these on the shelf. Coming in at number 10, we're going to talk about the House of Cremo. And just about any fragrance from the House of Cremo is well worth picking up. And these are so inexpensive now that you can pick up multiple bottles of these and be good. Give a great gift. These usually run now about $12.99. I think when they first came out, they were like $19.99, depending on where you lived and what store you found them in. Because Target used to sell them. My Target doesn't sell them anymore. And my local Walmart used to sell them, and they don't even sell them anymore. But I can walk into my local TJ Maxx and at least find one or two bottles of these on the shelf. Now, this one is Ice Citron and Driftwood, and there's another one that I've been seeing also that I will try to link the video to. But definitely try out the House of Cremo. Great gifts. In at number 9, the House of Mont Blanc. And the specific fragrance I'm going to show you is very popular. This is Star Walker. Now, they have Star Walker Extreme, but I wasn't impressed by that one. I like this one better. But this has a note of bamboo. This is very soothing. This is very calming, relaxing. And I absolutely love this. Now, this one is probably going to run you a little more than $20. So if you're one of those people who stick to $20 and less, then this is probably out of your price range. But this is going to run you at the max $25 to $30, maybe $35. In some cases, the bigger bottle size, because this is a 50 ml, may cost you a little more. But definitely check out just about any fragrance you find from the House of Mont Blanc. In at number 8, a fragrance brand that got a lot of hype that for me just popped up out of nowhere. I've never heard of this company before up until I started seeing them in the rack stores, my local TJ Maxx. The first one I bought was called Windsor, and that should have given the name of the house away, but if you still don't know, English Laundry. And when I hold up this bottle, those of you who don't know are going to be like, oh, I've seen those before. These fragrances are fantastic.
Y'all just might have did something with that one. I ain't gonna lie, that mud smack.
I had plenty of them when I first started finding them, and I've dwindled my collection down to about 3 of these. Cambridge Night is one. I still have Windsor, and I may have 1 or 2 other ones, but if you can find them in that coffin style box that they come in, the single bottle like this, definitely pick them up. Another gift option for English Laundry is that 4-piece set, and I think they come with like 4 30 ml bottles inside of them. So definitely a great gift to give the House of English Laundry. In at number 7, just about any fragrance from the House of Tommy Bahama. There are many different variations. There are many different lines from the brand. I chose this one because this is one of my favorites. This is Maritime. Now, the Maritime collection is gonna run you a little bit more than $20. It's gonna be around that 25 to 30, 35, maybe $40 mark. So, like I'm saying, depending on how much money you want to spend, I know some people are stuck in that cheapy zone, which is fine. Definitely try and venture out and add a few more dollars and pick up something like this. These are fantastic smelling fragrances, guys. Check them out. Tommy Bahama. In at number 6, a brand called Hugo Boss. And I'm going to show you the box first. If you see any of these style fragrances or any fragrance from the house of Hugo Boss, definitely give them a try. But this brand in specific, I personally overlooked this brand as in a whole. And I kept going to my rack stores and not finding anything. And one day I decided, you know what? This one is cheap enough. Let me just go ahead and grab it and see. And I actually ended up liking this fragrance a lot. This one is a little spicy, fresh, but also a little bit of sweetness in it. I definitely love it a lot. These are going to vary in price also. This one is a 40 ml size bottle, and these are probably also going to be more than 15 or 20 bucks. They're probably going to run you a little bit more than 20, maybe like 24, 25, depending, but still not bad, not a bad option. The house of Hugo Boss, guys. In at number 5, this particular brand, I was lucky enough to go to a Bell's and find this gift set several years back. And I was excited. Now, I know this brand is not mentioned anymore, even the clothing from it. But Ed Hardy, if you can find fragrances from Ed Hardy, you're probably not going to come across this gift set like I did. I think this was like 25 bucks for both of these together. Both of these, I believe, are 100 ml size bottles. Yes, they are. And I'll try to link that video also to this one where I was talking about these fragrances. Now, don't jump all over me, guys. That video is going to be an older video, and I was still living in a hotel at the time. And in that video, I was talking about these fragrances, and I accidentally knocked this one off the counter and broke it in that video. So a subscriber of mine saw the video. They saw how distraught I was by it, and they reached out and sent me a whole nother bottle of it. But any fragrance from Ed Hardy brand, give them a try. I was also finding Ed Hardy fragrances at my local City Trends. So pop in to City Trend every now and then also, guys, and see if you can find name brand fragrances. I know they sell like a lot of off-brand, cheapy knockoff type stuff, but I was finding name brands, even Polo fragrances I was finding in there. So Ed Hardy, guys, check them out. In at number 4, when you find any of these fragrances, and as a reviewer, make sure you pronounce this right or you will get trolled in the comment section. Fragrances from Zegna. I call it Zegna, but it's Zegna, as the people like to troll me about. Any fragrance you find from this brand is very, very good. I show you this one because this is possibly the only one I've found personally in any of my rack stores. I have like 4 bottles of this. This stuff is good. This is Uomo. Very fresh, a bit spicy. Very good fragrance. This will run you price variations of like $12.99 and up to about 20 bucks. So definitely check these out. And at number 3, a fragrance brand that has a lot of nostalgia behind it. Not many people mention it like they used to. They mention the flankers, but not the original. Davidoff Cool Water. Now, this is the Eau de Toilette version. I think they have like a Parfum version or Eau de Parfum version. I haven't seen it personally in any of my local rack stores, but if I come across it, I'll definitely pick up a bottle of it. I think they have one that is grapefruit and sage or something like that. I saw that one the other day, but I didn't pick it up. The one I do own flanker-wise is the Aquaman version. And this one holds a bit of significance to me because I wore this either the first or second day my youngest son, Chase, was born into the world. So this one will always be in my collection, guys. But this is a great fragrance. Davidoff fragrances are not going to be $10, $15. not even $20. They're gonna run you $25 and up. So if you can find them at a decent price, definitely pick some of these up. They make great gifts. Trust me. And at number 2, also a brand that I didn't give a whole lot of thought to when I started seeing them pop up at my local Ross. And then the hype train started taking off. And I tried to jump on the bandwagon at the last minute, and I missed out on a lot of great fragrances, although I do have a bunch of them now. The House of Banana Republic, and in specific, the Icon line, is a great fragrance to get for Father's Day. Now, this one is Oud Mosaic, so if you have an older gentleman that doesn't like all the sweet and obnoxious fragrances, they want something more manly, more masculine, definitely pick up Oud Mosaic. But the Icon line has something for everybody. I absolutely love just about every fragrance from this specific line that I own, and I'm still on the hunt for more. These were popping up at my local Ross, and I was finding them for like $19.99. I know other people are going to say, well, I wasn't finding it for that price. I was finding them for $29.99 and all that kind of stuff. I was finding these at $19.99, guys, and I started grabbing them all. So from the House of Banana Republic, the Icon line. Now, I know you're sitting back wondering what's number 1. Some of you may be a little bit shocked to hear that I'm talking about this fragrance again. And I've talked about it every chance I got in the past. For those of you who've been around this channel long enough to know me, you know what I'm going to say. From Liz Claiborne, Bora Bora. This fragrance ran me $9.99. And I'm not going to say try everything from Liz Claiborne because I haven't. I've only tried this one. And maybe a few others that I didn't know was Liz Claiborne. But this one in specific is a compliment getter. And I know there are going to be some reviewers out there who are going to roll their eyes if they watch this video because I'm mentioning something about compliments. And compliments is a touchy subject these days. Everyone has their opinion. Everyone has their ways of doing things. Have their own minds. And for me, I wore this to the hospital when I used to work there, and this got me compliments all day long, nonstop. There wasn't a time when I wasn't walking down the hallway somewhere and somebody stopped me and asked me what I was wearing. Mainly a bunch of women, but still, they were absolutely loving this scent. And for $9.99, I'll try to link the video to this one also if I can, where I talked about this before. A great smelling fragrance. It's very fresh, has some citrus, there is some fruitiness to it, and I think it has like a woody dry down. I haven't worn this in a while, but you can see the levels on this barely. Yeah, you can see it. I've worn quite a bit of this, and I was trying to hold on to this one because I actually haven't seen many bottles of this as of late, but I haven't been in my local Ross in a while. Last time I went in there, they didn't have anything. But in at number 1, guys, from Liz Claiborne, Bora Bora. That is my time, guys. Hopefully you can hit your local rack stores to do some last minute shopping, pick up some great fragrance gifts, and hopefully this list did help you out some. Now, I could have threw a bunch of other fragrances. I was going to do a 2-part video, but it's so late in the game. It's actually the day of Father's Day. I was trying to get this video done last night, and every time I recorded, I always kept leaving off one fragrance. I kept mixing up my numbers where I was, and so I was going to do a 2-part video, and I have those fragrances still sitting next to me, a designer list with a little bit more higher priced fragrances, but I don't know. I may do it still. Who knows? But anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Once again, guys, have a happy Father's Day. Here is to smelling great. Peace.